Here we go. Here come the 5 red lights. It's Korsman and Josh on the run to turn 1. Lights are out. Away we go. It looks like the Mercedes of Luke has got a great start. Here he comes already alongside Cryptic. Cryptic as well has got a good start. In the slipstream, they jockey. They run down to turn 1. It's Cryptic and Korsman leading the pack of cars. Ducking out is Josh. Ducking out is Luke. Luke sends it to turn 1. 3 wide. Korsman to the lead and staying there already. Cryptic and Luke side by side. A couple cars lose a couple spots. Nothing too troubling, but Cryptic second place, and now Luke trying to hang on for third. Here comes Josh on the inside. Josh gonna try to send it, but ahead of his teammate, and there's touching. Josh using the runoff, and you can see that up in the T-cam up here of the field of drivers where they all duck out. Boss Cookie had to go wide there with contact from Red Fire. The Alpine getting sandwiched. I think that was Tadpole, maybe TB, but Reese not a good start, 19th. Not many spots gained from him. However, they now go to the S's where Korsman leads by over a second.
Oh.
And they've lost control toward the top 3. Here they go. Pack of 2 cars, 2 by 2. And here they go, ducking out. You got Molly to the inside. You got Jack already 4th place. You got Molly trying to hold on from Josh now. And Josh and Minico side by side, 2 and 3. They touch Josh off the road for a moment. And now Red Fire wants in on the action. Here's Red Fire side by side with Josh. Also trying to muscle past Minico. A bit of 3 wide for just a moment. Red Fire gets sandwiched under the curb. And Josh pushes Minico out. Minico also coming back at Josh. 3 wide. Red Fire taking advantage. Red Fire on the inside line of Josh and Red Fire. Not yet through. Minico is now. They go side by side of the S's. This could get treacherous. Red Fire backs out. Luckily, no collision.
Working his way through.
Cryptic. Hold on, Cryptic. Place. This is big. Cryptic and Luke both get Korsman. Korsman absolutely sandwiched and smuggled down the order. Luke and Korsman race side by side out of 3, where they had contact last week in Texas. Luckily keeping it clean this time, but Jack is there to pounce if he wants in on the action just yet. Doesn't get it. And they're coming out for front wing. Something happened with Reese. Now to the front of the field, Molly gets Minico. Molly with DRS gets Minico and Reese, and Beatnik come back at it. Beatnik and Reese swap spots. Beatnik down the inside once again. Reese to turn 2 is ahead. This time, much, much cleaner and much, much faster. Reese up 10 spots. I mean, this is amazing. He really set his car up for race pace, and now Minico and Molly goes side by side. Molly jumps the curb, and Minico is ahead now once again.
But, I mean, he wasn't the only one that started on sauce.
Titan, Luke's got DRS. Luke blasts past Cryptic into the lead.
Basically, the last of the streak of Mexican Grand Prix in RPL. And these guys are just really doing a strong showing, as Reese, by the way, just cleared Mally into turn 2 to get up into 8th place.
I mean, this is amazing. You know, Reese is pulled through the field at a quick rate. He had a terrible lap 1, in my opinion. He only gained 1 spot. That's to be expected when no one gets damage. However, Groggers, speaking of damage, could be getting damage here if he's not careful with Boss Cookie. Boss Cookie now has the Alfa Romeo Annex to the inside. 2 by 2 here to the double right. It is Annex ahead of Tadpole. However, they do figure it out single file now to the S section. I mean, by the way, Minico got Josh, and now in the background you can see Tadpole, Bourbon, Boss Cookie, a 3-way fight. That got close. You saw Boss Cookie off the road. Now I think is going to be wheel to wheel with his teammate, the Chiller, into turn 4. A little bit touching there, but the AlphaTauri's keeping it clean. Boss Cookie now concedes the place. And I think Beatnik had to do the same in front of that with Groggers. That got a little tight there for just outside the points.
Who is still getting harassed by Korsman. Down the inside he goes, and he gets it done. Korsman reclaims second.
And these guys in the top 4, even though they just traded the spots, Korsman slid. They've got to be like, are you kidding me, with them seeing Reese back there in 6th? They're like, we just had a good qualifying session without you. We've pulled a good gap. We thought we'd be ahead of you, and now we head into the 2nd, 3rd of this race, lap 13, and you're right here already? It's like, what the heck? Minico got by Josh, and now has really caught up to the front of the pack now. Reese now claims that 5th spot. Groggers is in, so now Reese is up to his teammate with still much more to go, and now Korsman trying to reclaim the lead he once had. That could mean he's pitting this lap with trying to go for it. Inside line here at 4 and 5. Korsman into the race lead over Luke. And now what that does do with checking up the pack of cars, it puts Reese into DRS. He's now in DRS. By the way, if these guys were to come out right now, look at where Luke just came out. He is P11 right there as Jack Miles, Cryptic, Reese and Cryptic, the teammates. Reese off the road, Cryptic back on side by side with Reese. They bang. Reese coming out ahead of Cryptic. Reese to P3 in this race. What an amazing comeback from the qualifying ban. Jack Miles pits.
Yeah, Jack is coming in, but yeah, what a maneuver by Reese to get past his teammate. And yeah, started dead last. He's up in the 2nd place, and looks like his teammate slash team principal has decided to want to fight back. And looks like Reese is going to stay just ahead.
And Boss Cookie and TB having a nice little ding-dong battle here. Cookie hits the back of TB, goes for a little slide, and cha-cha slide for Cookie has Molly right at the back of him. Wanted to dance with him now as Stenner gets TB on the back of him for this nice little battle. Molly right there with Cookie. It's all kicking off here for 10th place on the road. TB has pitted. Molly has pitted. That's why it's kicking off so much. Molly sends it, though. Last of the late breakers, but will he get ahead out of 2? Yes, with contact, though. Stenner and Molly connect wheels.
Yeah, there's still quite a few drivers yet to pit right now. Tadpole, Annex, Boss Cookie, Cryptic, Josh, Minico, Reese. Those drivers are still yet to pit. And Korsman has come out right behind. Ooh, Lord.
Well, 3 wide. Tadpole and Botas, or Annex, excuse me, were messing around right there. That allowed TB, the teammate, to take advantage. And how about Korsman getting really 2 to 3 of them right there? Nicely done. Now an Alpine sandwich for Annex, excuse me, right there. Woo! And Grandpa, our first retirement, that is in the pit lane, though.
Yeah, it is, and looks like Luke has gone for a 2nd stop. He's off of those sauce and onto the mediums.
Ooh.
Let's see how far back he is gonna be.
Minico and TB raced on the front straight, by the way, while you were talking.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. This is so unfortunate. Grandpa retiring in the pit lane has just affected Luke. He's not going to be able to get out of the pit lane until his car gets out of the way and is non-existent. Now he's going. The same thing happened to Jackster in Hungary. It cost him 5 seconds, luckily under the safety car, but Luke has just been costed 10 seconds, if not more right there. This is a round where Luke would have came out. Cryptic and Molly tussling it out. Cryptic jumps the curb, hops into him. Contact. Molly slides and loses the place, but will Cryptic be under investigation for that? That now becomes the question, but this is exactly where Luke would have been. Oh, he does get past. Tadpole in the run to turn 4 is through. But Reese is on for something very impressive that only one other driver has been able to achieve. Today, Reese is going to tie... Oh, my God. Korsman, the race leader, has just picked up a time penalty, and all Reese needs to do is be within 3 seconds of Korsman by the end of this race. That is extremely crucial, and now the second McLaren picks up a penalty.
Just taking a look at some other notions here, as you were mentioned about like gaining spots because of penalties and stuff. Josh is looking to gain another position because he is within 3 seconds of
Yellow
Minico.
flags. Groggers has had a collision in the first sector. Sorry to cut in, Titan. I think Molly has been part of it. He's dropped down the order.
Well, here's a little bit unusual. Bourbon just came in for a second stop. 13-lap hold on the medium tires. He just pitted for a new set of medium tires.
Oh, no! The chiller! He tried sending it on standard. Was it too little, too late?
But the insane thing is, it's actually brought Josh and Minico in a striking distance to take the position from him. See if Josh is willing to take the bite. He does down the inside. Josh up to second place. T.S. Korsman, like I was trying to say, he would have gotten a win in Qatar, but unfortunately...
A spin. That was in the first sector. That was Annex with Tadpole. We're now into the stadium section. Oh my goodness. Korsman has put on a clinic. Last week, he was not a hero. It was at 0 for him. The first time this season that he had a DNF. Korsman, from 0 to hero, wins in Mexico. And the day where history is made, his clawing through the history of RPL, Reese, Dainty, P3, but the title. For the first time, the first driver to have a title in F2, Tier 2, Tier 1 now, Reese. What a legend in the making he is. History is made today in RPL where Reese finally isn't second fiddle, claims the title. He can finally rest at peace with a title in Tier 1 after 2 second place finishes the past couple of seasons. And Boardman's out of fuel. Oh my gosh. Did they get him? No. They didn't. Oh my gosh.
Wow, Bourbon ran out of fuel and got the final point. And what's more insane is with Reese getting the championship, he did it from starting in last, and he got third place. I mean, I know we were gonna mention it in a minute, but hands down, Reese is driver today for me.
I agree.
Well, you're champion, Reese. Well done.
Oh! 44 milliseconds. Fucking classic.
Can you tell me what boss he finished?
Let's fucking go.
30 v 16.
Mate, I would have got P4, maybe P3. Oh my god.
I would have
I
easily
would've-
gotten
mate,
P10, mate.
I was two and a half
No,
seconds
you wouldn't
before I
have
pitted when I
tires.
came.
If you would like to check out the final race results after penalties, driver standings, constructor standings, and much more, head over to our socials, RPL_XB1, Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you tune in next on the Twitch for next race, RPL_XB1. We'll see you then.